What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to Nerd Media. And today I want to discuss a theory that I think a lot of people have been questioning ever since the official release date for Spider Man Beyond the Spider-Verse was announced. And that is, are Avengers Secret Wars and Spider Man Beyond the Spider-Verse going to connect somehow? So we're going to be talking about all of that and more in this video. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below if you're excited for these films and which one you're most excited for. Personally, I'm more excited for Beyond the Spider-Verse, but let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and let's dive right into the video. So conveniently enough, Secret Wars and Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse are both set to release less than a month apart from each other, which is crazy to think about, and 2027 is just going to be insane when these two films are coming out because it's just going to be super eventful. I'm very excited for it, but because of that placement in the release dates, people are questioning if both of these are going to be connected somehow, considering that they are both big multiversal projects. Now, I think that Marvel and Sony could find some way to connect it somehow, but if I'm saying what I think should happen, I hope that they don't connect it just because Beyond the Spider Verse is way too sacred. They have to stick the landing on that film. Secret Wars is a little bit up in the air right now. I mean, nobody knows how Doomsday and Secret Wars are going to go, and Secret Wars, for all we know, could end up being delayed another year. I don't think it's going to be, but for all we know, that's what could happen. And I think that with these two release dates being a month away from each other, I think it just makes for an exciting time for Marvel fans. But I do think that Marvel Studios and Kevin Feige really wanted to make Secret Wars the biggest film that they've ever made and the biggest, possibly the biggest comic book movie of all time. And they're going to bring back Hugh Jackman, Toby and Andrew. They're going to bring back the OG X-Men, possibly the OG Fantastic Four, have all the Avengers come in, have Robert Downey Jr. back as probably Iron Man and Doom in that movie, have so many different things happening for them in that film. It would just make sense if they wanted to bring in Miles Morales and Gwen Stacy, and it would be cool if we got a cross between animation and live action. I mean, it would look a little bit off. I mean, it kind of be like a Space Jam kind of thing, but I think that it would be cool. And I think that although I don't want that to happen, it's still a possibility considering how big of a movie Secret Wars is shaping up to be. I don't really want Beyond the Spider-Verse to be connected though, just because they've already nailed it with the first two films. Those are my two favorite Spider-Man movies, and I think that they really need to focus on sticking the landing on this one story, but sometimes Marvel brings in characters from other films and then they don't canonically talk about it afterwards in their own movies. So that could happen with Beyond the Spider-Verse, where if Miles shows up in Secret Wars, he just doesn't mention it in Beyond the Spider-Verse because maybe it's an alternate version of him or something. But I think that, it just wouldn't be a good idea to have them connect just because I think that Beyond the Spider-Verse, like I said earlier, it's too sacred. You have to stick the landing on that and you have to make sure that nothing can possibly go wrong or mess up that ending. And I think that Beyond the Spider Verse is looking to be phenomenal, and I think that it could be the best comic book trilogy of all time if it's done right. I am very much looking forward to it, and I think that although it's a cool idea and concept, I don't think that having Miles, Gwen, or like Spider Man 2099 come in their animation form, or at least their Spider Verse versions of them in Secret Wars would be a good idea. I mean, let's just say they come in live action and they're not the same actor, but I think that it would make so much more sense if they just left it alone. Guys, personally, I just think that this is going to be a very fun time for Marvel and Spider-Man fans because Secret Wars is more than likely we're going to see the return of Toby, Andrew, and Tom in that trio all together, and that is going to be very fun. I'm very excited to see that because I think that there's just no question that they're going to come back in Secret Wars. If not Doomsday, 100% Secret Wars. So it's going to be a very exciting time for Marvel and Spider-Man fans. The fact that these two movies are going to be more than likely not being delayed, being released in this 1 month time frame is going to be so awesome, and it is going to be a very fun time. And if both of these films are just amazing, then that is going to be even better. But if one isn't as good as the other, it's still going to be a fun time. I'm very excited to see these two big giant multiverse films conclude the entire Marvel multiverse that we have been seeing for the past few years, because realistically, I really don't think Marvel's going to revisit the multiverse after Secret Wars, and I don't think Sony's going to revisit the multiverse after Beyond the Spider-Verse. So the big conclusion to the multiverse happening in 2027, these two films releasing a month apart from each other, it's going to be a very exciting time. I cannot wait. And regardless of if they do connect somehow, it's just going to be a lot of fun. So, with all that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below if you think that these films are going to connect somehow. Do you think they're just going to be still totally separate from each other? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.